The coffee is black, the robot is very, very frisky, and I'd like to welcome you to the Thursday, July 31st edition of Modeling Blog Daily, where Bill just kind of rants with a cup of joe. And today I'm going to rant on a project in progress. In progress, guys. Working on this for about 4 hours today. I decided I'm going to do me a Gilbert number 6.5 Erector, the electric engine set model. And to do it, I'm getting it out of a rocket launcher booklet. I've been reading up on my Erector, by the way. Erector, some of you have been asking me, I see these advertisements on the TV all the time. Is that what you're talking about? No. That's not the right Erector. The Erector sets that I'm talking about are metal sets with motors and pulleys and girders and plates and nuts and bolts and all kinds of wonderful parts. It's not the same thing you hear on the radio and the TV today, that's for sure. But it's a wonderful set. Most of the kids today haven't ever heard of Erector, although Meccano, the company, it's a French company these days. They bought out the Erector company and have rights to Erector and actually manufacture all things Erector. But still, you don't find the old metal cases that were developed at the Gilbert Hall of Science. In fact, let me show you the this is the document that came with this Erector set, and this is just like the one that I had as a kid. These sets were made in this one was made, I think, in '56, and they're older kind of sets, and they build older kind of models. One of the more famous ones was the parachute drop that was based off of the St. Louis World Fair. And the very, very famous model is the Ferris wheel, the big old Ferris wheel. So quite frankly, what has drawn me to, I think, in the modeling of the Legos was early on the Erector sets that I did as a kid. And this particular set, this 6.5 set that I showed you, this is exactly like, contents-wise, as the one I had when I was a kid, with the motor and everything. The motor looks exactly like this. What I have in mind to do, my long-range plan, is to build this monorail out of Lego in two forms. One with a record and play motor right there, and then another with a motor that's built on the trolley, so that the trolley can go back and forth. And I've decided that what I'm going to do, really, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build this monorail. But before I built the monorail, I decided I was going to build another model. This one struck my fancy. It's a bandsaw and hacksaw. And you can see from the picture, it's a real cool looking model. It looks like a little machine shop. I did a Lego machine shop recently that turned out pretty neat. This one has a bandsaw. See, this is a bandsaw, and the motor makes it goes back and forth. It's real cool. And then that's a hacksaw. And this is the bandsaw, and the bandsaw goes. It's just like my dad used to have a bandsaw. So I'm in process of making this model right now, and I have been spending a considerable amount of time. I wanted to bring out some of the striking points of the model. First of all, the model is put together with nuts and bolts. In some cases they have medium-sized bolts, they have small bolts, and then they do have a longer one. I deviated like I normally do from the plans. If you look at the plans here, right in the middle there's no reinforcement. I decided to add, see that L-shaped beam. What that does is gives me support in the middle. It was just sagging too much in the middle. The other thing that I did, see how the tangent, I say it's like the L of the eye is sticking out, and it's connected by an L-shaped adapter. Well, that's the L-shaped adapter. I put the L-shaped adapter the same way on the back side, but it didn't work. So I'm remembering from building these old models that you have to do it on the undercarriage. Let me show you what I mean. See, on the top side I got the L-shape adapter on the outside. Here I have it on the outside and then on the inside as well. And that's just what you got to do sometimes to make it work. The other thing I did is they said elastic. Well, I had to go to Office Depot and I bought myself some rubber bands, and I found one that kind of worked, and this one here, and it works pretty good, and it really whips out. I'm in process, like I say, of doing this model, and I'll show you tomorrow the completed model with a hacksaw and the bandsaw. This is really bringing back a lot of memories, guys. So what I need to do next, and I'll do this evening or tomorrow, is I'll make this adapter for the bandsaw, so you can put your wood to cut. And then I'll have to study this. I might even take a picture of a picture like I normally do with the Lego, and to blow it up on the screen so I can look at it. But this is really a wonderful model because it really uses the motor in a positive way. It's driving the bandsaw off of the fast armature of the motor, a direct drive, and then it's going to drive the hacksaw portion of it from the gearing. So I can, these motors are really neat. They have gear downs and speed ups, so it's like having a transmission built into the motor. Way cool, guys. Anyhow, Bill in Red and a robot that's in a pretty good mood today. Wish for you and yours a wonderful Thursday ahead. Sayonara, friends. Sayonara.